Hi guys, and welcome to the last of the readings of the vote that we had in the community section. This reading will be for the planetary reads, and seen as, you know, if you've seen my post in the community section this morning, we are currently in the shadow effect of Venus going retrograde. So it's the 18th of November while I'm recording this. We will be feeling the shadow effects, and it will start to intensify as Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn season. So Capricorn season is when Venus will be fully retrograde, so we will feel the intensity then, guys, okay? This deck is reversed. Let me sort it out, but let's break the deck here now. Okay, so I said the deck is reversed. I straightened it up, and we still got Strength in reverse and the Wheel in reverse. Of course, because we are, you know, dealing with unfinished business from the past. I'm telling you, I should name this video, Don't Shoot the Messenger. Because we still have things regarding love to deal with from the past. Now, that's just not romantic, right? It's things that maybe where we gave away our strength to friends, family, childhood friends, and, you know, situations that happened there. Teachers even who maybe wasn't good with us and things like that. These things that are affecting your romantic life will be brought to the front during this time. Like I say, as we move more towards December the 19th until January the 29th, it will start to intensify, okay? So these things made you forget, like, that you are this powerhouse. You know, this strength card, it made you forget your inner beauty and the strength and the grace that you have to overcome these challenges, right? Even with kindness. So, you know, sometimes we can become very bitter after certain relationships, or angry, you know, during the grieving process, and some of it stays with us throughout our life. Now, these readings that I've been doing lately, they seem to be for those on a higher spiritual path, okay? So I'm not going to dilute this message. It's going to get to the ones who need it, hopefully. So we'll start to see delays if you are not seeing people coming into your life yet, because we need to sort out these matters from the past, okay, guys? So we see under that as well, the Seven of Pentacles, the waiting, right? Having patience until we get this love offer, and the Empress underneath that with the new beginning, right? Giving birth to new things in our life. Okay, so let's keep the reading moving and not get too bogged down with the pre-breaking of the deck. Right? So let's go and see what Venus retrograde has in store for those who are drawn to this video. And if you can see the cards, most of them have again gone reversed, but it's not surprising, right? Retrogrades. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Dream of the Fool reversed. Usually the Fool here, we are embracing a new path, a new purpose here. I feel like for those, if we haven't sorted out any sort of situation regarding our love life before the 29th of January, I feel like it's something we're going to put to bed for good. So during this time, it's given us an opportunity to focus on correcting, if you like, any situations from the past, either putting it to bed, coming back together, you know, focusing on healing those relationships that, you know, maybe had a negative impact, and the relationship with ourselves that we have going on, you know. So let's just see. Okay, Four of Winter, yeah, healing. Okay, so this is a situation that hasn't been healed. We haven't got the answers to it. Made us off balance and unity. It's somebody that you're not currently with. You could be even currently in a relationship, and this thing from the past is going to come up here. It's going to, you know, be brought into your relationship. So let's just say you're happily in a relationship and your ex comes and starts texting you, or their ex starts texting them. How are you going to feel about it? You know, you could be a little bit concerned. It's bringing up feelings that you thought you had forgotten. It brings things to the surface here in order for us to heal them, right? And on the Unity card here, this is the Hierophant. It says, do the right thing for the right reason. With these cards being reversed here, like I said, nothing major. It's because, you know, we're in retrograde and things like that. You might have gone into a new relationship, or they may have gone into a new relationship without healing what happened with you. So this is saying an opportunity is coming. Those feelings are being brought back to the surface in that person and in you. So if you could be like, I was over that person. Why am I dreaming about them? Why am I thinking about them? I thought I'd healed it and moved on. Why all of a sudden is this now coming up? Because the Four of Swords, the right way up, is saying set it all aside. Just leave it for now, okay? Focus on healing. But there's no more setting it aside. It's coming up here, okay? There's no getting away from it. So the 0 is like being at a new beginning of a spiritual lesson. That's the Fool. So here we see that we are not going to put this behind us anymore. We want to either close this down and bring it full circle, or we are going, with it being in Capricorn, this is the time where we are looking for a committed partner. It can even be your relationship that's, you know, you've put off healing within yourself, maybe because of an ex, because, like I say, of parents, or because the way you view love. You know, it made you view yourself in a certain way, not love yourself the way you were supposed to. So we see here that this is all going to be brought up. So if you're feeling kind of emotional and things like that, I'm not surprised. Venus in Scorpio is bad enough. But then we'll move through Sagittarius season, and it will really be bringing things in a lot faster and making us want to act, and, you know, giving us energy to act. So it's like it's going to fill us with energy before actually coming to the full retrograde, where it will be really intense for us. Like, you know, it can feel even quite chaotic, as we did in Libra season, that why is this happening? I was in a perfectly good relationship. This person's come back and they're messing up my relationship. My partner's ex has come back into our life, and, you know, it can feel like, oh no. But I promise you, this is for the best. We'll be able to heal those issues, put them behind us, so we can move forward into better relationships. Venus in Capricorn is about commitment. This is going to be cuffing season. This is going to be where you either find out that this is the person I want to be with forever, and we're both making a solid commitment to each other, or I'm over this forever and I've healed myself and I love myself. Okay, guys? So let's see. Woo. Yeah, guys, I posted the racy card readings, the money card readings, the X readings, and now we're doing the planet readings, okay? I'll leave information regarding what decks of cards I use and how to contact me for my services and personal readings in the description box. So if this person blocked you here, Page of Pentacles reversed, they're going to be unblocking you now. If you blocked them, you're going to be unblocking them. You get it. Take it how it resonates with you. Don't overthink it. Don't force it to fit. Take it how it resonates. So if this person blocked you here, they will now be unblocking you. Okay? And I guess this is, you know, it's definitely in theme with what's going on. If you're suddenly getting this feeling for, you know, I no longer want to be in a fling or a booty call, if you like, or relationships that aren't going nowhere. Like, you've learnt your lesson here. You know, I feel definitely I could say that in this relationship, one of you dropped the ball and had to learn, and it was a slow process. This Page of Pentacles here, it's about learning, planting new seeds here. And, you know, if we was to look at dropping the ball, if I got actually an image of a bird dropping seeds. So it was planting new seeds, setting, you know, sowing the seeds of what's to come here. So I feel like in the past here, this person blocked you, or you blocked them for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter right now, but they blocked you here. 9 of Cups. Didn't realize that you was the one, or how much love they actually had for you. And this is the same for you. If you're the one who maybe let somebody go, blocked them, and didn't realize that it was about to take you on this massive spiritual journey here. This is Jupiter as well, having a huge impact. It might have been due to addictions and things like that. But it's saying, you know, firstly, one of you had to understand and learn to love yourself again here, because this person did not love themselves at all. And if you are on this spiritual path and you recognize that in the past you were doing yourself a disservice and not loving yourself, then this will help you to know that this reading's for you. If you understand now that this person couldn't love you to their fullest potential because they didn't love themselves, this is why they were having addictions, or there's something going on in their life that could have stemmed from their childhood. Pages can also be children there, then this is why. 2 of Cups. All these reversals. 2 of Cups reversed. So it's like I'm feeling this pushing and pushing each other till the breaking point, and somebody like forgiving, maybe even, or overlooking their soulmates, your person's actions. So let's just say, let's relate it to a mum, right? Let's just say, because our mums, they're all our soul family, we've been reincarnated and stuff. So let's just say our mums here, they don't get along with us, or they went through bad relationships, they didn't love themselves and didn't teach you how to love yourself. They didn't know how to teach you to love yourself because they didn't love themselves. They didn't realize they were dealing with trauma from their parents. And this can even be your parents spoiled you to the point where you just thought the world was a beautiful place and got took advantage of, right? Or that your mum never showed love to you because she didn't know how to. I'm just saying mum, but you know, it can be mum or dad. I haven't got things against mums. So I just want you to look at different aspects of your life in order for you to be able to heal this, okay? Here in the beginning, like I say, we're in the shadow phase here, first of all. So I definitely want you to understand this is a serious position for Venus to be in. Okay, so it's about getting honest with yourself and about what you want. If you want to overlook these, we can continue into a new cycle. King of Wands. It's almost like narcissistic parents here. And then picking up narcissistic traits. bumping into narcissistic partners, because we can then end up dating people who are, you know, when they say daddy issues, but an absent father. It's funny, somebody just sent me this, an absent father. You know, people can talk about the issues they leave about, but do they want to talk about the issues that a toxic mother can bring into somebody's life? Like I said, I'm not trying to have a go at mothers. I'm a mother myself and a grandmother. I just want you guys to be able to get the best out of this that you can. Okay? So, you know, you may feel the urge to move on from these sort of people for good. If you are recognizing that, you know, they're not changing here. Even though I've tried to lift myself up, every time I get around these, my energy is infiltrated, and it's really, really, you know, negative impact on for me. Some of you, this could be an abusive partner, that when you broke up, or they could have left you for somebody else, or you could have left for somebody else, that you felt, no, they're definitely the one for me, because I'm feeling that, you know, that loss of them, and I don't know why, and, you know, I'm hurting. This was needed to show that you needed to find that love for yourself. This can even be like Stockholm syndrome, right? Where we are falling in love with people who are doing us harm. It's toxic bonding. And until we learn to love ourselves, we can't love nobody, right? So when somebody's dropping the ball, not loving themselves, and they get into this soulmate connection, it can become quite a toxic connection. The King of Wands there, reversed, can be quite an abusive partner, an abusive parent, abusive friends, right? So I'm definitely feeling like this was the past here, okay? This is the past situation that you was in. The next row I'm going to do for the present. Because I definitely feel like this is a past situation that we've had to learn from and get away from. With this Hierophant here, it's about gaining knowledge and wisdom, and we're being forced here to look back. Maybe even just to look how far you've come and give yourself that pat on the back, and now you know what you want going forward, right? Because like I said, it's cuffing season. You know, you're no longer saying, I want to be somebody's girlfriend or somebody's boyfriend. You're like, I'm a husband or I'm a wife, and I'm not settling for, you know, somebody who's only giving half, and I'm being a full-on wife or a full-on husband, and they are just taking advantage of me. And boy, oh boy, with all these reversals, has it been tough. So for now, for it to be brought back up, it might bring some sort of feeling of panic into you, but I don't want it to do that. It's okay for it to be brought back to the surface. Look at this. Now we're seeing the cards, thankfully, the right way up, right? The Lovers here. So this shows that we will heal. And if you're meant to be with this person, they will have been on this healing journey as well. If you're meant to, you know, renew this connection with a mother, with a friend, with an ex-lover, you both would have healed. You both would have learned. There's no more learning to be done on this. There was delays here and separation while you both was growing, because you had to do it independently. You had to sow your own seeds. You had to learn to love yourself, and so did they. I feel like these extraordinary differences between you both, like we can see this person almost looks like a vampire or something here, and this a maiden. So there could be like differences in beliefs and race. It's usually we see the higher spiritual path, the religious beliefs card, right? But that's giving me that sort of vibe from it. There was so much differences between you, but your souls knew each other and was pulled together. And differences shouldn't divide us. There's so much beauty in diversity. But it's this recognition that we are meant to be. Here, we didn't stop being soulmates. We understand ourselves, first of all, that we had issues, not just them, because if somebody's being, you know, terrible to us, it won't always be somebody being abusive here. This King of Wands can be somebody who was running off with everybody else and scared to commit because of this overwhelming feeling, this Nine of Cups and this Two of Cups together, this overwhelming feeling like of love for somebody, that I'm losing myself in this person, and you know, I don't want to commit just yet. I don't want to fall in love just yet, you know. This is what we're seeing here. But it seems like the divine had, you know, this set in place for you to learn this lesson here. And it's been brought back up now to the surface. I hate doing that because now I have to look. Knight of Wands. It's been a long time, okay? Yeah. I just hate it because I'm like, what? I'm trying to stick to one deck. Eight of Wands. So we see where there was delays, the blockages being removed now with the Eight of Wands. Divinely removed. So we, like I said up here, we'll see this communication start to happen now. They're unblocking you. And if we see in this, the love letters in her dress and things like that, it's this. I feel like this will be during Sagittarius season. This fire energy. That will make or break you, if you like. They'll be pushing forward. You'll hear from this person. Some of you, if you are just meeting somebody new and you are one of the lot, like, okay, I finally freed myself and regained my power, took my power back from those people who, you know, I gave it away to. Unknowingly. Or as a child, I allowed these people to take my energy. So if you're one of those ones who have closed down those cycles and you feel this intensity to move on, all blockages will be removed. Your divine lover will come in here. Okay? So divine feminine, divine masculine's here. You'll feel once Venus goes direct, this weight lifted off you. And I feel like you need to get more serious in writing down, you know, what you want from a prospective partner. Check all the boxes first. There's nothing wrong in doing that. Okay, you don't want like a whirlwind romance with all this Venus energy around. You know, because this change is coming, this 8, this transformation is coming here. It's also related to the Strength card, right, guys? So we see you regaining back your strength here, regaining back your power. 5 of Pentacles here. So I feel like if in the present, if you feel like you're lacking, and this is what you're saying to me, hey, you know, I have been experiencing all of that, but now I'm not experiencing this, what you're telling me. Remember, I am recording this on the first day though, okay? So you don't need somebody to complete you, okay? Whether you are a divine feminine, divine masculine, you don't need somebody to complete you. Even as a twin flame, you don't. You're whole. You're enough on your own. And I feel like some of you are really understanding that you are enough on your own, but we are here to share this experience. So we see her looking up here and wanting to call in her soulmate. The thing is here, it kind of feels like you're saying all or nothing, like I said. So you'd rather have nothing than that type of soulmate or that type of experience again. And that is wonderful. Trust me, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. You do not want to be giving away that sort of energy again. Because what happens is the divine works on them. I was doing this, divine works on them. To bring in the person who's meant for you. Delays are so that while you're healing and learning to love yourself, that people don't come in and take advantage of you while you're in a vulnerable position. Ask yourself these important questions. What's your idea of love, a relationship? I remember saying in one reading that it's like a business deal. And somebody were like, oh my God, no, it's not. It's love and it should be this and that. No, but when you're giving your energy and it's taken advantage of, or you're giving your money and it's taken advantage of, or you're giving children and they're taken advantage of, do you see the importance of understanding your own worth? Do you see the importance of change here? Death card. And I feel like you are no longer worried about looking like the bad guy. And it's because you had to run on empty from this soulmate. This soulmate ran you on empty. All the way down and all the way out. So your idea of a relationship is now that I am not a girlfriend. I am not a boyfriend. I go all the way for my people. I'm a lover, I'm a husband, I'm a wife. And that's what I expect from this romantic partner. Commitment. You will be all the way in and down for like marriage while Venus is in Capricorn. You know, over the past year, these changes that have been happening, or even 2 years, some 9 years, 5 years. I feel like you've really had to sacrifice a lot, either a lot of people, a lot of money, a lot that you felt like was from yourself, that you lost a lot with that 9 of Cups. While going on this learning experience, you might have felt like I was going through this learning experience and I was going to get a certain thing at the end of it and I didn't get it. So I'm kind of now wondering like, okay, so what's best? You're doing what's best. You're looking at yourself. I'm a wife. I'm a husband. I'm not a girlfriend or a boyfriend. When you understand that, value what I'm saying, these committed partners who understand you will be coming forward here if you have closed down the cycle for good with the Death card. For those of you who are being reborn into the same soulmate cycle because you've both cleared your karma here, it will have taken a long time. Okay, guys, Knight of Pentacles there. It's not somebody who dumped you last week and came back. No, that I'm not talking to those people. This is something that put you on a spiritual path. Took a long time because not only did you have to plant seeds, you had to wait for them to grow. And remember, this is just the present. Let's have a look to the future as we move forward during the retrograde here. King of Swords, yeah. This is learning to be, I guess, having healthy boundaries and standing up for what you believe in, even against the people that you love the most, right? Because if not, if you are focused on, you know, like, well, I love these people. That's my mom. That's my dad. That's my kid. That's my romantic person. They'll drag you down still. So this is ascension. This is learning to be fair, open, honest, and just, not only for other people. I feel like you was already that. You had to learn to be that for yourself. You had to learn to be your own crusader. You was being taught here to love yourself and stand up for yourself and respect yourself and be loyal to yourself, how you are other people. I feel like you was all the way in for other people. If they didn't recognize it, they didn't recognize it, but I recognize it. This is why it was such a long path, because you had to like basically reset this death. You had to end who you was. So now in the future here, we see ascension. We see you I feel like this King of Swords is reversed here because you're not being mean to people. You're just like putting your sword down. You're saying, hey, I'm open to letting these people in. I've understood now that the process is not to become bitter, reject love. It's to know my own worth and to, letting people who are worthy of me. It's so I don't fall in love with potential, that I fall in love with the real person. These soulmates are altar teachers, so we can't hate any of them. And it's a tough part of the process, right? Because especially if somebody's cheated on us and things, we want to hate them. If somebody was abusive to us, we want to hate them and think that's the right way forward and say negative words about them. No, this will also block you. Okay? So 2 of Pentacles. So once you have written down here and prepared yourself and been on this journey, okay, it's time to prepare yourself for who or what is to come. Yep, that's why Venus is in an earth sign. You might have even felt like before it's not going fast enough, or the time's running out. This looks like Cinderella, right? Time's running out. We've got to be home at 12, and then that time came and went and you felt stuck still and things like that. Or even if you get to the end of January, because Venus will go direct at the end of January, and you feel like, well, nobody came back and nothing happened and things like that. That's okay. That's okay. It will happen within you if it's not a person coming back, or if it's not healing family issues. You will gain the knowledge either way. It's not something that you have to worry about. We will feel this intensity to be like, and let me tell you something, this is signing a contract. So don't think this is, not happening for you. This is signing a contract. This is getting married. This is commitment. Somebody took a long time to get there, but if you look at this Knight of Pentacles in this deck, he's got a huge pentacle to give. Huge commitment. So it was a person who was scared of commitment and the feelings of love and overwhelming. Even you could have self-sabotaged and not recognized it, that you started to put pressure on somebody. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? And that person then felt like, I can't stay here. Like, there's so much pressure, so much headache. I'm not saying that's what it was. I'm saying, in a general reading, and like I said, I do give personal readings, and that information is in the description box, but I'm giving it as a general here. That there'll be things along this journey that you've recognized about yourself and healed about yourself. If you haven't healed them yet, this is when they'll be coming up to the surface for you to heal. That's why it'll be staying in Capricorn, what will feel like a long time. And if you don't want your ex and they come back, it doesn't mean you have to be with them. There's this unresolved business that needs taken care of. I've done it again, damn it. 4 of Wands. Okay, the 11-11, right? So there is this time for this deep soul searching going on. Looking for this new beginning, what this spiritual journey meant. Seeing this 11-11, understanding this is the time for your foundation. We just actually had, didn't we, 11-11? I did a video on that. So some of you may need to look into that. But this is that wake up sign. This is that portal opening. This is like renewal. This is your time. This is why it's important to know what you want. Unfortunately, after that, we will have this post-retrograde shadow that will last until March. So we can see her even going into that there. That's sort of like reminding me that she's going into that there. Seven of Wands. You had to fight hard to get here, wow. But for some reason, this person is coming back because this is not over. This is not over. You're going through this rebirth process at present, but in the future here, there is somebody to come in. Currently, they are growing, they're ascending, learning their own healthy boundaries, learning to love themselves there. That's what they're learning, their self-respect boundaries. So it can even be, if it's not your parents, and it could be them or their friends and things like that, people doing things to impress their friends and things. Many different reasons here, but they had to fight that. They had to fight that urge, or not urge, I guess here. The Seven of Wands, it feels more like it had become part of their DNA, who they were. They didn't mean something negative against you. It was who they were. And that's why they had to heal it. This was time for deep soul searching that they was going through. Hopefully, if it is parents and family and friends and stuff, that you can reunite over this, because they will have done this soul searching, this looking within after they was cut off, or somebody was being very cold to them. This could be happening in the very near future, that these people are now turning this leaf and having a new beginning and actually soul searching. Ace of Wands. I feel like if this is something to do with home and family life, with that Four of Wands there, I definitely feel like if this is a parent, this is a narcissistic parent who is now going through soul searching, but their ego is still very high, and they need to go through the death of the ego, because it's like they would never tell you. They would never tell you, oh, it was my fault, I was wrong. Which is quite sad, right? The Hermit, yeah, I did feel this was like this deep soul search, and this Hermit over here. We can see it in the King of Swords as well anyway, because it's about knowledge. It could have even been somebody, if they was verbally abusive and things like that. They was always putting you down, talking behind your back, a friend, a work colleague, those sorts of things. They're actually looking at themselves. So it can be any of these people that reach out to you. Okay? And it's a great time for manifesting this love that you desire. Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. This person is obsessed with you. They may have even been the one to block you, been cold towards you, ignore you. Didn't immediately go into Hermit mode. Although you're now coming out of Hermit mode. You're now not thinking about them so much. You're not thinking about what happened so much. It can be that this person... ghosted here. This is my ghosted card, this Seven of Swords, if you look at it. Haunting, you're no longer looking for answers from them, because you tried to get answers from them. You spent that time doing that and never got the answers. So you went into Hermit mode and searched your soul very early on when this started happening up here. Whereas they didn't. Now, it feels almost like that they could have gone into some sort of different relationship, and this is why you were feeling this Five of Pentacles. Could have even been like you're watching your soulmate with another person there. So at one point you were spying on them. Page of Swords reversed here, Seven of Swords reversed. You were spying on them, trying to reach out to them with the Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles, they blocked you. Right? So, you went through this death process a lot quicker than they did. So, you had to, I feel like you didn't block them. You had to sort of restrain yourself here. King of Wands, Death card, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Page of Swords. It was like this was your addiction. that you kept looking at their page, or you kept looking at their pictures, and you kept looking at their messages, because you were seeing this 1111 and it was triggering you to overthink, not get any sleep, quite a lot of anxiety here. You see, when I wanted to do a reading a certain way, no, it wasn't none of my business. I'm just the messenger, right? But here we can see this Page of Swords, somebody now obsessing about you as they go into hermit mode. They was the ghost, and now they're obsessing about you. They're watching you here, Page of Swords, trying to find information. They won't get that information from you or any sort of social media, so then they will go into this hermit mode. Better late than never, right? It will bring out this intense feelings for you that I feel like they're going to contact me. I feel like they're in my energy, and we can have contact from them here. Okay? So this is a Hermit reverse, Two of Pentacles. They make a firm decision here. We then see the Five of Pentacles, and it's because they're now feeling out in the cold. They're feeling like you've moved on and left, King of Wands. But I feel like you've just been working on healing your energy. You know, you couldn't be forced to stay in that mode of anxiety, right? Nobody can. It's quite distressing. Six of Pentacles. This is the Lover. I've picked the wrong deck again. Six of Pentacles is the Lover's energy. This giving and taking, you've brought it now into balance. You've brought it now into balance. I love though that this deck, they're the right way up when we've got so many reversals here. Like the Lover's card, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, all the right way up though, with the Two of Pentacles, making a firm decision, getting things firmly back on track with this connection, this divine connection that started this lesson to this, you know, spiritual awakening, if you like, if you will. So Venus, here we were with the six. I've done it again. God damn it. This will bring this internal battle. This will bring this internal battle here up within you. Five of Wands. You can overcome this. So even though it feels quite chaotic, don't worry about it. Okay, guys? Don't worry. Oh, I thought I was over this. Now I feel emotional again. And, you know, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't do it. Okay, this is all happening for a reason. Along the way, Venus will have like some major transits going on, okay? So, for instance, Venus star point, right? It will occur around January 9th, I think, during the 8th or 9th during the retrograde, okay, guys? And this is will like be a phenomenal happening. The Earth, the Sun, Venus, all aligned in the sky. And I feel like sometimes we can see this. It might be one of those events that we can see. So it's a great time for you guys to manifest that love that you actually want, especially if while you're going through this, you're getting the feelings that this is something that's over for good. If you feel like this is my divine partner and I'm more sure than I ever was that this is my divine partner, this is who I'm supposed to be with, what we'll be getting is those confirmations, and that's why it's going to be a good thing. You'll be over any sort of addictions, you'll be over any sort of codependency, and this is why this person is now dragged into hermit mode, because they can no longer get the feeling from you that you are thinking about them, that you're spying on them. You know, they've noticed that you've let go. So this Page of Cups here reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. And the Emperor reversed. So if it's a parent, they will lose that ego. That's what they're working on. If it's a parent, they're working through the death of the ego to be able to speak to you and speak to their children if, you know, there's more than one of you. And understand their process that I feel here, if it's a parent, maybe there was this feeling of being in survival mode here and doing the best they can to keep you alive. If not, this was a physically abusive parent that, you know, you in your generation has put a stop to this. You might, if you checked that other video, you might have heard me say that you're the black sheep of the family. You might have been the one that was bullied. Actually, you're the one that was chosen to break these family or ancestral curses here, or karma for some, right? So it's not that you're the black sheep of the family, you're actually the chosen one, or what did I call it in that video? The golden child. So people sometimes, they're not jealous of, you know, your money. They might have more money than you. They might be more beautiful than you. What I'm noticing here is that a lot of people are jealous of your energy in your family there. So if it could be a family for some, an abusive parent here, this will all come to a stop because of you. They will start to work on, you know, their ego here and the death of the ego, which will be very difficult. But I feel like it won't benefit you, but maybe it will benefit your children or other children still left in this family, or children to come in this family. Some of you might be keeping your children away from the grandparents because of, you know, these things that they did, and they're unforgivable there. That's helping them to learn to see what they did. If this is a romantic partner here, I feel there's very much maybe there was some sort of addiction going on. Maybe you guys was, you know, so in love when you was drunk together, and things like that, and you had to learn that, okay, maybe it wasn't us that was so great, it was the drink and the situation or the drugs. Others of you where there wasn't addictions, this would have been codependency, and you felt like, I couldn't live without this person, so the divine was like, okay, hold my beer. This, I'm showing you, you can live without a person, and that you are all whole on your own. And this was the beginning of the spiritual lesson here. This could have even been the beginning that started you to recognize patterns in your family, or going back into your childhood with friends and things like that. Having friends or not having friends, right? Like I said, this reading didn't turn out how I planned it to turn out, but hey, we're here. So yeah. So I feel like you're learning to stop cheating yourself out of blessings in life, regardless of if this person is your soulmate. You're learning to stop putting yourself on empty, because when you needed this backup, this support, nobody was there. Nobody was there. So you really had to stop and nurture yourself here. It's like you text somebody or rang somebody, asked somebody in person, whatever, hey, I'm having a hard time, can you help me out? And they was like, ghost. It's like they didn't hear you at all, right? Until you're working on yourself to become this Queen of Pentacles. You was always this Queen of Pentacles. But the challenge was seeing it for yourself and believing it, because maybe somebody never taught you to believe in your own power or your own strength or your own worth. You know, not all of us have people around us telling us, you know, you are lovable and things like that. You are worthy. So I feel like for some of you, it could be that you got value or learnt value for yourself in maybe some sort of job or some sort of healthcare there and things like that. It may have even took for some of you actual health problems to wake up, to stop giving to other people, unfortunately. That's how it is. For others of us here, I'm seeing maybe children draining us and things like that, okay? Something that, you know, we can't get away from them, but we had to learn to say these healthy no's to our children, okay? All this from Venus, right, guys? Temperance reversed, the Wheel reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so we're going to finish with the Four of Cups and maybe some oracle cards, but I'm going to tell you here, if it's a lover, this will not unite until you've learned your higher lesson, but you're meant to be together because of this. As above, so below. These major arcanas that we can see here, the Lovers, the Devil, and Temperance here, we're just learning through different, I guess we can say, ups and downs in life. If it's to do with children, the wheel will turn once you've learned your lesson, because they've maybe pulled you down or something like that. It's okay to let go of the reins. I feel like some of you was doing this helicopter parenting because of, like I said, your own upbringing or your own parent here, you know, was maybe overly harsh with you, so you was overly protective with your child, so then that needs to change. You see how the pendulum can swing, like one extreme to the other is still not a good thing, right? So you're learning that during this process, and this is being brought up and come to light here. This Two of Cups that we see with the, could be health issues that I spoke of here, and you know, this made you wake up. There's still some things here. There's a lot of challenges here with these sevens, and it's needing to eat better, take care of yourself better, put yourself first, and really go into working on these things, because it's not over. There are things that here that maybe we're doing that we could stop doing or improve ourselves and things like that. This will all be brought back to the surface. I feel like some of you will be having dreams to let you know, or some sort of downloads, but the confusion will be now put to one side. You'll have your straight answers here. The Four of Cups, you're not seeing either somebody, you either feel like you've ascended, that okay, nobody's on my level, but I promise you, you're not seeing this offer coming. Okay, if you feel like it with your parents, there's no changing in them, you're not seeing the change. Maybe you're not meant to see the change if you are supposed to keep your children away from these people to protect them. If you are keeping your children away, and there's no serious abuse that's gone on, then maybe this parent will reach out to you here. Okay, guys, so let's just get some final messages with this. I did not expect it to be this long. You know, I thought this is going to be a quick reading from, you know, Venus here, and, you know, we'll find out, like, some terrible ex is going to come back. You guys will leave me some comments like, hey, I didn't want my ex back. Leave me alone. Do different videos. It's a good job I've got a sense of humor, right? But yeah, I really didn't think like this was going to be it. But this is what is going to bring the Death card transformation here. Okay? I feel that although it might seem like, oh my God, these things are coming up again, it's not actually a bad thing, okay? Because this will bring those changes that you've been praying for, okay? You've been praying for these changes, this transformation. And often, you know, it feels the worst before it gets better. Five of Pentacles, but we have the Five of Pentacles as well here. Financial and material changes. If you guys have been keeping up with my community section, you will see it's, I keep posting at 5:55, and I'm not meaning to. It's just like, you know, when I've got my husband off to work and fed, it's 5:55, and I look at my phone then, or I look at my notifications to reply to you guys. So if you're seeing these 5s or 8s here, which was in one of the other readings as well, wasn't it? This is bringing those changes that you want. And sometimes the changes are a little bit uncomfortable, or we have to go backwards in order to go forwards. It's not something that is a negative. And I just looked up, as I said, negative, it was 5, 4, 5, 5. So yeah, now it's 55 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh gosh. Mental conflict, 2 of Swords. Indecision will only hold you back. 5 of Cups. Somebody is missing you, and we know that. They will come up. I feel that be wary of jealousy and obsession, suspicious minds, mistrust, that sort of thing that will come up in this sort of theme. Yep, stand your ground. It's the 7 of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands up here. But it's saying stand your ground, okay? By doing this, and like I said, that wifey and husband material sort of thing, we will overcome these challenges and obstacles, guys. I'll leave information regarding how to contact me for my services. Good luck.